Good night, fellow punters. Clock on the wall says 7 minutes past 8. Back with one horse for tomorrow. No luck today. The two horses that won them two chases had never ran on heavy ground before. They were ones that I discounted straight away. The market got it right, though. I think both of them finished up favourite. Mac the Man ran terrible on ground that was suitable. He must be bunched. And the other one, I was listening to it on the phone in the bus at 3 o'clock, and under the cosh pushing him after a fence. So I thought he'd be leading, and if he got tired, it would be in the latter end of the race. And there was a horse second there tonight on the flat, one of Simcox that I thought was a 6 furlong horse, done him for toe on the turn for home. But anyway, a bit of housekeeping first. Last month, I asked Tom Wilson to pick a passenger on the bus to pick a charity, and he picked Valerie Reid, and she never put up a charity to give €100. And I sent two or three messages to her, but she never got back. So maybe she didn't want to do it. But I'd asked Tom to nominate somebody else for this month, and I gave the €100 to GA people who know him, Cahill Craig, last night. Cahill was they were running a fundraiser recently for two sick children, Lucy Crahan and Donica Horton. One of them is a 3-year-old child with stage 4 cancer. So they raised 31,000 there that a GoFundMe page set up. And I was in with Cahill last night, so he was delighted to get the 100, and I said that it was from the channel, and it was generated by people listening to ads and liking or whatever you do to get money on the channel. So for newcomers on the channel recently, that's what we do here. And I also gave €50 today to the English Jockeys Fund. So I go on every second month. So this month now I will go, that was for December. So later in the month, I'll go back to Ireland this month with €50. So to generate money, you don't need to put anything in your pocket. Just if you come on during the day and you're watching for the comments or watching in, just listen to the ads. You have to listen to them in total for it to. Now it's only a few pence each or a few cents each time, but it will add up in time. So that's a very worthwhile charity we have taken care of. So maybe it was all for luck. I always say that everything happens for a reason. Thanks to everyone anyway. So Tom, will you do the honours again this month? Appreciate it. Newcomers on the bus: Peter J. Gown, Tim O'Sullivan, Foggy 88. We couldn't see him in the fog there as he was coming near the bus. Shane Gavin, Paul Devine, Michael Boyle, A.F. Hall, Brian Levin. I think that could be Brian in Kilmore, not sure. Tinks, TINX, 1463. Anthony Flanagan, you're all welcome. Dermot Brennan, Josh Cooper, Noel Keane. He had set up Mike Cullen. He must be a hurting joker. Vert Productions, Truth Seeker. The Rose of Tralee. Not great weather when she boarded yesterday with a miniskirt and high heels. Martin Donnelly, John Fletcher. I've seen Noreen Noonan back. Hadn't seen her, the bus was so packed. I've seen a comment from her there today. It's a while since I've seen Noreen leaving a comment, but she's probably in the background the whole time. And then there was a Dan Smith and a Daniel Smith. I think they're two different people, so it's a popular name. They'll have to get name tags if they're called Daniel or Dan by other people. And last on the bus today was Barry Doyle. Barry is from Champ TV. I think he's from Carlow. He was singing "Follow Me Up to Carlow." It's not about Fake McHugh was coming or something, I don't know. Or maybe he was imitating Christy Moore. So you're all very welcome anyway, and hope ye have a good time. The last few there was another mode of transport going to the races today. Tony Murray. he had an ass and cart, and he had the crates on and a few bales of straw and hay in it, and he had Philip and Paul and Mick and Roger and Eddie. They were all sitting there. They didn't come on the bus with us today. And Jimmy James and Desi were out. They're from Drogheda. They're out in Lanzarote. And they were looking for help. I'll tell you, it was me that needed help this morning. I never seen floods like it up round Castle Coote and Craig's. There was floods everywhere. I'm not used to them all up in that Galway side. But I'm only joking. They were worse round here. But there was water everywhere. It must rain outrageously during the night last night. But anyway, one horse tomorrow. It opened at 11 to 4. It's into 7 to 4 there now. Base note. It's in a grade. It's down a class. It's down to class 3. It's in a class 2 the last time. And so then the race that scriptwriter won. A base note came up on the outside. He went up £1 for this. The Christopher Yard is absolutely banging in winners. I think he's 3 for 10 in the last 14 days.
To hold sway by 3/4 of a length to Protected Guest in second spot. Scriptwriters in third now, Viola in 4, Mr. Allen and Bass Note both closing in and poised to challenge as they come round the final corner. They've got just over 2 furlongs to run. Temporize being ridden along at the head of affairs as the challengers mass in behind. Protected Guest, Bass Note with a rush round the outside coming to join the leaders. Viola's between them, then Mr. Allen and Scriptwriter down on the inside. Temporize still a narrow leader from Protected Guest. Bass Note down the middle of the course. Scriptwriter against the rail. Then Viola further back. It's Protected Guest, a narrow lead. Bass Note, Scriptwriter finishing very fast on the inside. Scriptwriter and Bass Note. Maybe in that order. Then back into...
He was sort of... Like, if you backed him... I was talking to a couple of people and they were saying, yeah, he was very unlucky, but maybe we were just lucky. But he has ran in Lingfield as well at 10 furlongs. So he acts on the surface. This was in a handicap of 77.
Their mounts. Bass Note still going all right on the inside of Ask Peter. Neat and Dandy driven hard, so too Mist of the Deep, and into the final bend, and Bass Note has picked up well there, has shrugged off Ask Peter for the time being. Neat and Dandy's got a lot of ground to make up, and Bass Note is now flying along in the lead. Bass Note has kicked right away, 5 lengths, 6 lengths clear. Neat and Dandy challenging for second on the far side of Ask Peter, but inside the final 100 yards, Bass Note is going to make a winning debut in handicap company and in some style.
He has improved since then and he has strengthened up. In this race, you might remember a couple of weeks ago I tipped up a horse, Blow Your Horn, and there was a lot of money for him. Now, he is well handicapped, but he opened up at 20s with the green bookie and he's into 8s. But I was in a dilemma earlier. I know he's going to win a race at some point, but I thought maybe when I seen the declarations, I was saying, well, Bass Note might win that and he might run well and maybe win next time out. So when the money is down now, I'm in a dilemma over it as such. But I think Bass Note is a better horse. It's a class 3. Stable is going well. I thought when it was 11 to 4, it was the bet. But it's into 7 to 4 now, but the money is down. But the money's down as well for Blow Your Horn. So maybe without the favourite, Blow Your Horn, an each way bet maybe or something. Seeing that we have him. There is another horse there that I tipped up on the 22nd of December. Lil Kean. And there's a bit of money for it there, but I was disappointed with it that day, the way it ran. But sure, the handbrake could have been on. But there has been a bit of money, because that's the gambling yard, Darrell Holland, Kieran Fallon with him. But he ran a bit better the last time in Chelmsford. He finished 4th. But I don't know. It had ran well before in Lingfield, but the last time it ran there just before Christmas, it was a bit disappointing, I thought. A man on the mission that he is going for 3 in a row. And he showed a nice turn of foot the last time, but he's 6 to 4. and Hitmac. That has sort of franked the form since, but I know there's not great stuff anyway this week. I was looking to try there at the 2 mile race tomorrow, but I couldn't come down on anything to beat the favourite. The favourite looks strong. So we'll try and get one for Thursday and for the weekend. Good racing coming up again. Bash the bookies. Over and out.